Hi friends, I'm out of breath, happy Valentine's Day. I am coming to you live from snowy Colorado. It's super pretty. We're having a little snow event today and it's very beautiful. I just want to pop on for a minute and talk a little bit about self-love since it's Valentine's Day, and it's definitely something that's a super important topic. So for any of you who are struggling with this, it's it's an ongoing process. So there's a time in my life when I really struggled with not loving myself, and there's still periods of time in my life where I still feel like I struggle to love myself sometimes, and it's mostly through the choices that I make and the mistakes that I make or lessons that I'm learning at the time. And one of the challenges that I've had lately, because I am embracing the messy side of myself and not being perfect, is self-forgiveness and self-compassion when I make mistakes, because this is something that my little inner perfectionist that wants to try to control and that wants to try to protect me, because it's a protection mechanism, right? Anytime we try to control or we try to be perfect, it's just our brain or our inner child or some part of us that wants to keep us safe, that wants to keep us from being hurt. And so it's, woo, it's slippery out here. Should I just stand in place? Holy cow. Yep, that's my sign. So yeah, coming back to embracing that part of myself and the part of ourselves, if we're talking collectively, that makes mistakes, that gets things messy, that doesn't get things perfect, and really embracing that part of ourselves and really loving that part of ourselves that needs that care and compassion and attention can be so hard. Like sometimes we can be so hard on ourselves, and sometimes the hardest thing to do is let go of beating ourselves up about things that supposedly didn't work out or didn't turn out the way that we thought that they would. And just returning back to the fact that those are lessons learned, and in a way, it's the universe's way of showing us how to love ourselves more. And it's a practice, and it's something that has to be cultivated. So one of the questions I have that's written above my desk where I sit is, what is the next most loving choice I can do in this moment? And so when I was struggling a lot with depression and anxiety, feeling like suicidal and just absolutely like opposite of self-love was self-loathing. One of the things that I always came back to was, what is the next right thing in this moment that I can do? The next most loving choice that I can make for myself. And that's how I started on my journey to self-love. It was just one little choice at a time, one tiny choice at a time, like hour by hour, day by day. And then over time, those little actions compound into larger self-care practices, and then a shift in things that happen in the outer world in your life that are reflective of the love that you're giving yourself. So the more you can love on yourself, the more that you can love on others. And I know a lot of us, myself included, struggle with this. We want to give. We want to share. We want to see others happy. But the hardest thing to do is give and give and give when you don't have your own cup full. So cultivating more self-love just allows you to give from a true place of authenticity where you are giving from the overflow. You're giving from what is available from the universe in terms of energy and love and abundance and goodness that comes through you to share with others. And so that's why coming back to self-love is such an important practice. But I'm telling you, it can be super difficult at times. So just a couple of tips if you're looking to love yourself a little more. And this is just from my own experience, from my own journey, and from the stuff that I still struggle with on a daily basis, right? So just asking yourself, what is the next most loving thing I can do for myself in this moment? Whatever action that is, or non-action. Sometimes we just need to come back to stillness and come back to just sitting and breathing and taking that pause that allows us to download or to know what the next right thing is to do in the next moment. And the second thing I can think of to cultivate more self-love is just to be compassionate to yourself and just understand that you're a human being, and all human beings are going to make mistakes in life. All human beings are on this journey of self-discovery. All human beings have the capacity to be like expressive and learn and create and play and grow and be messy and all of these things. Like one of the most restrictive things you can do when you're trying to love yourself is have expectations of being perfect. So just go easy on yourself and just think of that next right thing, that next loving thing. So I'm going through this course, and one of the things that we were asked to do is create a list of things to do, like actions to take when we feel like we are low. And these are also things you can do to cultivate more self-love and more self-care in those moments when you need it, in those moments when it feels really hard to love yourself. So if you're feeling like it today, I invite you on Valentine's Day, Day of Self-Love, to make yourself that list of things you can do, actions you can take to love yourself more when things get hard. And it can be just a list of things that you love to do that make you feel good, that raise your vibration. It can be as simple as making like a cup of hot chocolate or going for a walk outside in the snow. It can be dancing, calling a friend, listening to music, just doing things to care for yourself in the moment, those little things, because slowing down and doing those little things is what created such a shift for me. And it helped me get out of depression. It helped decrease my anxiety, and it helped me realize that I was worthy of love, that I was worthy of self-care, and that care that I took for myself was reflected in everything around me. And the better care you take care of yourself, like the more you will see in your outer world that things shift and change, and you won't need to have such tight control. You won't need to worry about things being perfect because they'll just fall into place. And if you've had an experience like this, if you have a story, just drop it in the comments and let me know. Share with me, because there's a lot of times when I feel like I've had this shift on the inside and then I see things shift on the outside. So do what you can today. Make that list of things you do to love on yourself, and do that first. And know that the more that you love on yourself, the more it has a ripple effect on those people around you. And that the people that really love you and support you and the people that you really want in your life are the people that are going to support those practices that you do to take care of yourself. And those are the people that you want around you. So just remember that the people that really love you will support you in the care that you set for yourself, in the boundaries that you set for yourself, in the things that you do to take care of yourself. So keep those people around and love yourself and love on others as much as you can. And just remember, like when you're feeling alone, if you feel like you're feeling lonely today, or you really feel like, oh gosh, I feel like I am like all alone in this, like I don't feel love from anyone, anywhere, just remember that I love you. You can always reach out to me if you need to, and that the universe actually loves you. There's a lot of unseen support around you, even though you might not see it in your outer world. It's there for you, and to just believe in that. Just believe that you're worthy of being here and that you're worthy of being loved. All right, thanks for listening to this. Happy Valentine's Day, and I love you.